Welcome to my one political video since tomorrow's election day. So, I'd like to state originally I was a Bernie Sanders supporter, but we know how that went. He dropped out of the race, and I'm sorry. When it comes to Trump, I'm not willing to take the chance that he'll win. Because from what I've seen, which maybe y'all have seen something different, feel free to link me to disprove me. That's fine by me because, we need to vote in the best person, which, of course, my vote really doesn't count. And I'm not saying that in the sense of everyone thinks their vote doesn't count. I'm saying in the sense of Tennessee, where I live, is a red state. So unless if I'm voting Trump, my vote doesn't matter. But at the same time, my conscience will not let me vote for Trump. Because so far from what I've seen, he is sexist. And guess what? I'm not a male. So, hello, he's against me. He's homophobic, which I'm not homosexual, but what's wrong with being homosexual? Nothing, because wanna know why? It's the same as being straight. You didn't choose it. You just are it. Like I didn't choose to be white. I just am it. Just as I didn't choose to be female. I just am it. Anyway, that's beside the point, really. Oh, he's racist. Let's not forget that, from what I've seen. Now, if y'all got proof he ain't, other than, well, I can't be racist because I have a black friend. No, you can still be racist. It just means you found one you like. There are always exceptions to the rule. Whether it's you're racist and you found one of that race you like, or you're not racist but you really hate this one person. It depends on why you hate them. If you hate them because they're an asshole, that's a little bit different. Anyway, tangent a bit there. And now to Hillary. Don't really want her either, but compared to Trump, I'd prefer her, but we're going to hit some things that are going on the internet that I've heard about Hillary that aren't true. Like, oh, she left out a rape victim saying she wanted it or she was faking it or whatever. No. She defended the rapist because she had to. It was her job, and she tried to get out of it. This was also years ago, but, I understand. And she wasn't laughing about that. She was laughing about something else to do with it. Can't remember what at this point, but I can understand it because, okay, my dad died about 9 years ago, over 9 years ago. I could laugh about a part of it, not his actual death, obviously, but if he hadn't have died, this wouldn't have happened. Parkway, our local hospital, well, there's more to that in a moment, couldn't tell us what he died of. They gave us an option of two things and said, no. So, well, years later, Parkway shut down. I think that's funny. They can't tell you what's wrong with the person, and then now they close down like they should have probably been years ago. Oh, God. And then people about the partial birth abortions where they, kill them as their body's already out of the uterus, except for their head. No. No. She's not for abortion at 40 weeks. She's for the right for every woman to have the choice of abortion, including late term in the cases of where the health of the baby or the health of the mother is really messed up. Like the mother gonna die? If you want an abortion to not die, you have the choice. Or you could die. She ain't gonna force you to get an abortion. No one is. That's the good thing about this place. And in the case of, oh, your baby's going to be born and then die within a few hours, do you really want to go through that? Some of you might. And then, this doesn't matter to you. But for those who wouldn't want to do it, for those who don't think they would survive, and I don't mean live, I mean, emotion, mental, think they can't handle it, well, guess what? You would then have the option of an abortion for those diseases and defects that aren't caught until later for whatever reason. I see nothing wrong with that. I mean, even if you're against abortion, I think women should have the choice. Because guess what? Adoption, I think last time I checked, there's about 500,000 children just sitting in foster homes and stuff and not being adopted. And well, maybe not plenty, but some of those foster homes are worse for the kids than being on the streets. And of course, let's say if adoption was an option, it was either keep the baby, or abort the baby. Well, let's talk about all those cases of abuse. Like, even with healthy kids, where the mother's like, put them in the oven and turn it on. I'm not saying abortion is a good choice. I'm just saying, for kids who go through stuff like that, all the abuse and stuff, and they're messed up because of it. I mean, physically, mentally, emotionally, whatever. Sometimes I wonder what would have been the better option, whether they should have been born or not. Now, that's not my decision to make. Wanna know why? It ain't me. I have nothing to do with that. But I wonder. Just as I wonder about any choice I made after I made, I'm like, what if I had made this other choice? You know, the other side. Would this bad thing have still happened, or could I have prevented it by making a different choice? I don't know. And that's probably why I have anxiety problems to some extent. Non-diagnosed, so I'm not going to say I have anxiety. I have problems. But so does everyone else. So, about the other candidates. Don't know shit. I mean, I really don't. So, I can't talk about them. And I'm not going to, other than plenty of people seem to like Jill Stein. And plenty of people seem to like Trump around here. I see so many Trump signs, and it scares me. It makes me wonder. Because when I see them, I'm like, are they really racist? Or are they what? Why do they like Trump? Other than, oh, let me tell you about this thing I saw online. It's related, I promise. It was pretty much saying about how, like, Trump thinks he's the only one that can fix things, and he's against democracy by saying, you know, he'll only accept the election results if he wins. That's a bad sign right there. And it's like, dear Americans, what happened the last time someone didn't believe in democracy, that thought he was the only one to fix things and was charismatic or whatever? We know. Don't vote for him. If you do, good luck. Love the Germans. I mean, you know, what you really need to realize is that the president doesn't have that much power, but there are a few things he can do to really mess us up. Because, I mean, say if martial law kicks in. I mean, a lot of places have changed from presidency to dictatorships, or dictatorships to presidencies, or whatever. You know, more democratic process there. We need to watch out for that. Because, I mean, no one thought Hitler was crazy psycho. Which, okay, maybe he wasn't crazy psycho, but he did crazy psycho things. Do we really want to put anyone who could possibly go that way in there? Like, I mean, I don't mean possibly like anyone could go that way. I mean, you look at him and you're like, he sounds a bit crazy, a bit not accepting of authority. Which, you know, you should always question authority to some extent. But if you lose, you lose. You know, not a big deal. I mean, let's say if he did lose this election. What's stopping him from running next election? Or the one after that? Or the one after that? Nothing. All you'd have to do is try again. I mean, it's not like you can only run for 2 elections. You can only be elected twice. So, I don't know where I was going with this, to tell you the truth, at this point. It's just me rambling. But I really don't understand how people can be for Trump. I really don't. Plenty of people around here are. And for most people I see on Facebook there for him, it's about abortion. Abortion is nowhere near the biggest problem we're facing right now. Let's just talk about the economy, which he ain't going to help because he's avoiding paying taxes. Now, I'm not saying Hillary's going to help either. But to my knowledge, could be wrong, She is paying her taxes, which is better than Trump at this point. Which he should be in prison anyway for not paying his taxes. Because it's tax evasion, not because he didn't pay them. He's evading them. I don't know how, but he is. Oh, let's see. I'm just disappointed in people this year. I really am. Seeing too many Trump slots. Which, I mean, I know there's going to be people supporting him. He is the Republican nominee. But when you got other Republican nominees before he was the only nominee saying if he gets it, don't vote for him, I think that's a sign. What do you think? When they're saying vote Democrat if he gets it, I think it's a sign. Just a little sign. And then when it seems like all currently alive former presidents won't endorse him. Now, I'm not saying they're saying don't vote for him. Some of them are. But I'm not saying all of them are saying don't vote for him. But plenty of them are. And by plenty, I mean like 2, really. Because how many presidents are still alive? 4? 5, maybe? Somewhere in there. Because both the Bushes, Clinton, Obama. Okay, I think it's 5 because I think there's one more. Maybe. But maybe it's just 4. Look, be glad I know how to count to 5. Because I'm losing my mind too. So maybe I'm completely insane. Oh, let me talk about Hillary and the emails. The FBI ain't going to charge her. Because they're like, nothing seems to be wrong here. But let me tell y'all something. She tried to get a secure server for her house. Because, you know, her type of work, you go home, it ain't over. You might have to do something at home. So, she was trying to get the NSA to give her, or set her up, whatever, a secure server for at home. They denied her. So, she used her husband's secure server, you know, by the Secret Service. Due to the fact that it's secure, you know, it just wasn't approved by the NSA, and that's where she went wrong. And I don't know anyone who doesn't delete emails, and at the time she got the emails, to my knowledge, which I could be wrong, they were not classified. They were classified later, which means she could do whatever she wanted with them because they were not classified when she got them. Of course, like I said, I could be wrong, but I just want to get some of this stuff out there, especially that thing about the rape. Okay, and I don't know anything about the Trump rape things except for the grabbing, molesty thing he said years back. That's just... Say, I can do the thing because I have money! Money! I don't... See, that alone is enough reason for me to be like, on top of the, why don't we use nukes? Because it's pretty self-assured destruction. You know, we shoot off some nukes, and then they're like, well, they're going to nuke us next. Or they already nuke us, let's nuke them. That's just going to destroy everyone. I mean, I agree with not dismantling them to some extent, because you think every country's really going to agree to dismantle all their bombs? I mean, I've just seen people in this Trump-Pence thing, and that's enough to make me believe, no. Because, okay, I'm in the South, so I shouldn't really be surprised about Trump-Pence. But, at the same time, I'm just like, I had more faith in you people. Because y'all are nice, from what I've seen, but y'all hiding something, apparently. Now, I'm not saying be for Clinton. I'm not telling you to vote for Clinton. I'm just saying, I don't understand. I mean, Clinton's not perfect either. She's going to mess up, just like any president. I'm just afraid Trump will mess up a lot more. If nothing else, he'll say something really insensitive and mean. Like, I mean, not just, like, normal, everyday insensitive and mean. And piss off, like, some president or dictator or something. They're going to be like, you know what? We're tired of your shit, America. We're taking you out. And I know nothing about Benghazi, so feel free to tell me about that in the comments, because I can never understand what the Benghazi thing's about. Of course, I don't watch a lot of news. I don't watch a lot of TV in general, so anything I get's like off the internet. So, like Facebook. So, not all that's trustworthy, and then I go searching for it more when I see that's something that's interesting or I want to know about. Oh, God. At least tomorrow, after tomorrow, will be over, and we're stuck with whoever we're stuck with. Also, for anyone watching this right now, vote for your congressman, your house rep, your state legislature, your mayor if you got one coming up, governor, whatever's coming up. Because those are the people that really matter. Congress can always override the president pretty much. If they can't, the Supreme Court can. But the president sets those, and Congress has to approve them. So vote for your congressman or woman, because they can override the president. So even if we have Trump, if you put enough Democrats in, or enough people who have common sense to know Trump, no, we can't do that. Or heck, if you think Clinton's that bad, voting people will be like, no, Clinton, we shouldn't do that. And we'll override her. And if you don't like Trump, override him. And then, because Republicans control most of the states governor-wise, they control Congress and the House. Well, Congress is the House and the Senate. But you get my point. So we need to do something about that. I mean, if you think Republicans are that great, vote in Republicans, but make sure you vote. And try to vote during the midterm elections, which I've never done, and I admit that. That's my bad. But anytime I hear about them, I never know when they are. I mean, okay, I could probably Google and find out, so that's still my bad. But, like, I barely hear about them. Like, are they coming up, or are they just still running for it, trying to get our attention and stuff? I don't know. But make sure you vote. Try to research the people. I know there's only, like, 1 day left. Well, really less than that. But try to research the person. You don't believe me? That's fine. Research the person. That's the point. This is the internet. You can easily find out things about people. Just Google. Be informed. I just hope that when the election's over, I'm not just banging my head against a wall. Either Trump acts not as crazy if he's elected, or Clinton is elected and does an okay job, because that's the best you can really ask for presidents when Congress usually tries to work against them. Or works with them only until the midterm elections and everyone votes for the other party, and then they work against them. Anyway, I hope y'all vote after you get yourself educated a bit about it, and maybe even educate me a bit about it. Feel free. I also hope you have a nice day. Hope to see you next time. Bye-bye!